Okay, so now that you have the basics of penny lure building down, you should be able to build any penny lure in the penny lure building gallery, which is on our website, just by examining a photo and the accompanying description. However, there are two exceptions. There's the jitterbug and the penny spinner. So first I'm going to show you how to make a jitterbug. It's a little more complex and you can't necessarily tell from just looking at the photo how to build it. The first step in making the jitterbug is easy. You just put a split ring, easy to use split ring, on the end. Now we're not going to add the hooks yet, so we'll leave the extension intact. And then you have to double up the line and get the ends of the line even. And I like to clamp it in place at that point. So now we got the ends perfectly in place. Twist it up, lick it if you need to. And then the next step, the jitterbug requires lots of beads. So I'm going to put a bead on this double end. And then I will hold it in place while I pull the bead down. And then clamp it again. And lick it again. And then my next step will be to put one of the vibrating perpendicular discs with a hole in the middle on to the doubled up line. Then I will unclamp it, again holding it in place with my fingers. Clamp it again, twist it, and then put another bead on. Pull the bead down. So now we got another bead on. Now comes the hardest part in making the jitterbug, and that is putting the center penny in place. And that is the penny that has two holes in either end. So lick your line, put it through one hole, then out the other hole. Then take the second piece of line, put it through, and then counterintuitively you start with the side that already has the line showing on it. So I'll stick it through that hole and then up through the top hole. And then I need to pull them both straight and even again. So even these out at the end. Twist it up. Let's see, that's not quite even. Twist it up and add another bead. And then add the top perpendicular disc with the hole in the middle that produces the powerful vibrations. And then from there you can take two routes. You can just tie a loop knot, but it will be a double loop knot because you have two layers of string here. So there I have my loop at the end, and from there I would just put the hooks on by way of the easy to use split ring, which I've already shown you how to do. But there's an alternative if you don't want this double layered line. I'll show you how to do that. And that is using a knot that is frowned upon by most fishermen, but it's never failed me. It's just a series of square knots in a row, and you do 5 or 6 of them. So a square knot, I believe, is let's see, left over right, right over left. Okay, so now I've done 5 of these, and then you just want to stick your finger in the loop that you've created. You get your finger in the loop, pull it tight, and then from there it's just a matter of cutting off the excess line. So for the last step of building the jitterbug is actually quite easy thanks to the easy to use split rings. I'll just take out a hook. Oh, I already got one out here. Put the eyelet through the extension. Maneuver it around until the hook is all the way on, and then you simply take the split ring, pull it up, pull it down, and it should break right off. And there you have the jitterbug. So this photo shows a variation of the jitterbug in which the hooks are allowed to dangle further behind the lure, and in my experience that will cause you to miss fewer fish. In this particular case I've used a barrel swivel hooked to a split ring, but there's no reason why you can't just use 2 or 3 split rings to get that hook dangling further behind the lure and hopefully miss fewer hits.